off the top of the first for the Stars. The third baseman, number 6, Gabe Cooler.
And for those of you joining us once again, welcome back to Clark Gay Complex in Decatur, Mississippi, home of the East Central Warriors. The Stars dropped game 1 here today against St. Charles College, 11-2. Now batting and leading off for the Stars is Gabe Cooler. And he takes back-to-back fastballs, both for balls. So 2-0 the count for Cooler at home plate. And another fastball, this one low and in. 3-0 the count now to Cooler. On the mound for the Warriors is Cooley, a left-hander. And that fastball finds the inside corner, 3-1 now. The Warriors, in their first game today, defeated St. Charles by run rule. And Cooler watches the high fastball for ball 4, and he will be aboard with a leadoff walk to start things for the Stars. And now batting for the Stars will be Dawson Szymanski. He'll be in right field. And Cooler gets his lead at first base. And first pitch breaking ball for Szymanski. And the back door is closed on that one as a curveball is not called strike. 1-0. Another curveball, this one foul tipped at home plate. And it will be called a foul ball as it's off home plate and rolls down to first base. So 1-1 the count. And pick off to first, and Cooler is back to first safely as he took a couple steps and was there. So even count at home plate, nobody out here in the top of the first. And looked like off speed that time, catches the outside corner, 1-2. And that fastball is high up over the letters. 2-2 once again, an even count. Another pick to first, and Cooler is aboard safely. Still no tag as he was up and didn't have to dive back. So 2-2 count. And Szymanski's already seen the breaking ball, the changeup, and fastball. And another changeup away. This one not in. This one doesn't catch the zone. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch to Szymanski comes up. Both these teams members of the Junior College World Series last year in Enid. And Szymanski will get out of the way of that one and head down to first base with another walk. So back-to-back walks, and the Stars now have runners at first and second with nobody out. Now batting the second baseman, Chase Irby. And we're going to have time called right away. And looks like the pitching coach for the Warriors will head out to the mound. So we'll take a quick timeout and be right back. So Irby will step in. And he will square around and pop the bunt up to the first baseman. And that'll be the first out here as he pops up the bunt attempt for the first out.
The DH number 11, Jacob Embreeze.
Now batting is Jacob Embreeze. He'll be the designated hitter in this one, I believe. And first pitch curveball taken for a strike. 0-1 the count to Embreeze. Another curveball, and same result as this one looked like it was a little bit further out over the plate. So 0-2 to Embreeze. Yeah, that fastball low and in. 1-2 now to Embreeze. And this curveball lined at the first baseman. He'll have it. The throw to second is in time. The throw to first is in time. And the double play will end the top half of the first. The score is still 0-0. And we'll be right back for the bottom half. Welcome back for the bottom half of the first. On the mound for the Stars here will be Ryan Ushery. He'll get the start here, the left-hander. He transferred in at semester from Crowder, and he'll be given the start here. He also got the start against Bossier Parish last weekend, where the Stars won by 1 run. And the first pitch fastball taken for a strike, 0-1. another fastball, this one high now. 1-1 the count as things even up. And this one's lined into left field. Simonelli heads back towards the wall, and it is going to be out here for a solo shot to start things off for the Warriors.
Your shortstop, number 8, Brady McGee.
And first pitch slider that time is up. 1-0. And two-seam fastball that time stays outside. 2-0 the count now from Ushery. And two-seam that time. Looks like it caught the outside corner, but a ball nonetheless. 3-0. And that two-seam high and away is taken for ball 4. And that'll be a walk on 4 straight pitches following the leadoff home run.
The first baseman, number 22, Aaron Rodgers.
And this one's popped over just over the shortstop's head in the left field. And it'll be a single, and there'll be runners at first and second now with nobody out. And I'll bring in the cleanup batter now for the Warriors.
The DH, number 2, Mo Little.
And the fastball foul tip that time, 0-1. And it looks like we're going to have time called as they switch out the balls at home plate. So the 0-1 count from Ushery coming up. And the slider that time popped up into shallow right field, and Szymanski in right field calls for it. And that will be the first out of the bottom of the first.
The third baseman, number 14, Reed Hall.
So that'll be one out now with runners at first and second for Ushery. And another first pitch slider. This one appears to be called low. 1-0 the count. And two-seam that time, low and in, 2-0. And the fastball that time, knee-high down the middle, taken for strike 1. 2-1 count with one away here in the bottom of the first. 1 run already across for the Warriors. And the changeup on the outside corner taken. Evens it back up at 2 apiece. And it looks like Murphy's setting up inside on this one. And runner takes off. This one swung on and foul tip. And runners will head back to their respective bases. Count will stay at 2-2. And the fastball on the inside part of the plate called strike 3. And that'll be the second out here for Ushery. And that one his first strikeout of the day.
The catcher, number 43, Jaden Adcock.
So 2 away now, and runners still at first and second. And runner takes off for third on the slider. And Murphy barely able to keep it in front of him, 1-0. And it looks like we're going to have time called. So Murphy can give some defensive signals to the infield. Another slider in the dirt, and this time the runner tries to induce a rundown, but no bite, so he will move up to second. So runners at second and third now, a 2-0 count, following 2 inside sliders. And the fastball in the outside corner taken for a strike. 2-1 now. And fastball on the outside part of the plate once again, this time high. 3-1 the count. And another fastball, this time a little bit more over the plate and knee high. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch from Ushery coming up. And 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. And this one's grounded at the shortstop. Showalter has it. The throw to first. And Cooler is able to pick it out of the dirt and save the play, and that'll bring it into the first. Score now 1-0 Warriors, and we'll be right back for the second inning. And welcome back for the top half of the second.
Leading off the top of the second for the Stars, the pitcher, number 12, Gavin Murphy.
Due up for the Stars will be the 5, 6, and 7 as Gavin Murphy steps in. Behind him is Kyle Tolley, and batting in the 7-hole left fielder Ty Simonelli. And first pitch curveball drops in the back door for strike one. And fastball grounded to the first baseman, and he will flip it to the pitcher covering for the first out. And that'll bring in Kyle Tolley now with one out. Tolley, one of the few returning starters from the Stars College World Series team last year. And first pitch curveball that time stays high and away, 1-0. Another curveball. This one appears to have crossed high, although it did look over the plate. 2-0 the count. And the fastball that time up around the letters, swung on and missed. 2-1 now. And the pitch to Tolley coming up. Another fastball, this time high and in, and looked like it was even around neck height, swung on and missed. 2-2. And changeup that time, low and away, held off. Full count now. And the payoff pitch coming up with one away here in the top of the second. Wind's blowing out to left field still, probably at only 4 miles an hour. And the curveball stays outside for ball 4, and Tolley will be aboard with a 1-out walk. That'll bring in Ty Simonelli.
The left fielder, number 2, Ty Simonelli.
Simonelli, a transfer from Bossier Parish. And first pitch, knee high, taken for a strike. He had his taste of sweet revenge, hitting 2 home runs in the series against them last weekend. One of them being a grand slam. And the pick to first, and no tag is applied to Tolley as he's back safely. 0-1 count at home plate. And the curveball that time drops in for a strike. 0-2 now to Simonelli. And both these teams actually met in the fall as well. Part of a series at Louisiana Tech that was played early on in the fall. And another pick to first. And this time Tolley doesn't even bother diving back as he's back safely. 0-2. And Simonelli is set for the pitch. And the fastball high and away is held off. 1-2 now. And Cooley on the mound, a little bit closer to a 3/4 sidearm release. And for Simonelli being a lefty, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to read the outside pitch. And runner takes off for second. And Tolley is there safely. And they're going to say that the curveball at home plate was also outside. And that'll run the count even now at 2-2. And Tolley adding to his stolen base total. Going into today's games, a multitude of the Stars were on the national leaderboard in stolen bases. A team that really likes to cause havoc on the base paths. And another fastball away. 3-2 now to Simonelli. And the payoff pitch coming up. And the Stars program only in its 3rd year. Kyle Tolley at second, one of its original members. He was here for the first season as Simonelli takes that one outside for ball 4. And now batting is its other original member on the team, Bo Kutencooler. Tolley and Kutencooler both came as freshmen, redshirted their first year, and have now played. This will be both of their second years playing in the lineup. And the first pitch is taken for a strike, and it must have been knee-high, as it looked like the catcher may have picked it up out of the dirt. 0-1. And runner takes off for third, and this one gets by the catcher. Simonelli heads up to second base. So runners at second and third now, and a 1-1 count with one away here in the top of the second. And there's the havoc on the base paths I was talking about. So Kutencooler set for the 1-1 delivery. And the pitch. And breaking ball swung on and missed. 1-2. And so far on the mound, he's shown that he likes to throw the backdoor breaking ball, and we'll see if he throws another one here. And the backdoor breaking ball it is, and it is watched on the outside part for strike 3. That'll be the second out here in the second inning. And I'll bring in the 9-hole Alex Showalter. Showalter responsible for the 2 RBIs in the earlier game on a double. And he will swing on the first pitch fastball and foul it straight back, 0-1. Tying run 90 feet away. Another fastball. This one grounded up the middle. It's into center field. One run's going to come around. Simonelli sent from third, and he will be there safely. And Showalter will have a 2 RBI single. And that will give the Stars the lead. Score now 2-1 Stars. And with that, the lineup will turn over as Gabe Kutencooler steps in once again. He had a walk in the first inning, and he'll come up with 2 outs and a runner on first. And backdoor breaking ball. This one foul tip, and catcher keeping it in front, 0-1. And a pick to first, and Showalter is back safely. And it was a little bit closer play than he would have liked, as looked like he may have hesitated a little bit. 0-1 count at the plate with 2 outs for Kutencooler. And this one's rolled over to the third baseman, and the throw to first will be in time for the third out. And that will bring it into the top of the second, but not before the Stars take the lead 2-1. And welcome back for the bottom half of the second. Ushery is back on the mound for the Stars. He surrendered 1 run in the first inning while striking out 1 and walking 1. And he was able to get out of a 2-out jam with 2 runners in scoring position to end the inning last time on a strikeout. And looks like there's a bit of a problem. The home plate umpire's not here, so we'll take a quick timeout. All right, so we're ready to get started. Umpire handled his business. Finally.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Warriors, the left fielder, number 13, Nick Arender.
All right. A first pitch fastball inside part of the plate taken for strike one. And slider that time doesn't catch the zone. 1-1 the count now. And another low pitch, looked like fastball that time. 2-1. A two-seamer that time high. 3-1 the count now for Ushery on the mound. And that two-seamer is right down Main Street. Full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch from Ushery coming up with nobody out. And this one is popped up, and it is going to be out of play down the first base side. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Did you tell him or he find out otherwise?
And the two-seamer down Main Street taken for strike three. And that will be Ushery's second strikeout of the day.
The second baseman, number 25, John Layton Lewis.
So now batting in the 7 hole with 1 out. And Ushery set to deliver. And first pitch fastball too far inside, 1-0. And another fastball, this time in the opposite direction, high and away, 2-0. And fastball that time catches the outside corner. 2-1 the count now. 1 away here for Ushery. Another fastball away. This one further outside. 3-1 now. And the pitch from Ushery. This one's lined at the shortstop. Showalter has it. And the throw to first will be in time, although I think he caught it in the air anyway. That'll be the second out.
The center fielder, number 1, Cyrus Rome.
And I'll bring up the 8 hole for the Warriors. 2 outs already here in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch slider swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Another slider, this one hitting to left center. Tolley and Simonelli ranging back, and Simonelli will make the basket catch for the third out. And that will bring it into the second inning. Your score, SouthArk 2, East Central 1. And we'll be right back. And welcome back for the top half of the third. Due up for the Stars will be the 2, 3, and 4. Dawson Szymanski, Chase Irby, and Jacob Ambrose. Szymanski walked in his last plate appearance to start the game. And first pitch fastball low, ball 1. And Cooley back on the mound for the Warriors. And the backdoor breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1-1 the count now to Szymanski at home plate. And it looked like another backdoor breaking ball. Same result, 1-2 now. And the fastball bounces towards home plate. 2-2 now the count. As things even back up for Szymanski. And the breaking ball swung on and fouled down the first baseline. Things will stay put at 2-2.
You're an expert with that, though. You're fine.
And this fastball lined over the shortstop into left center. Center fielder able to cut it off on the dive. And Szymanski will hold up at first base with a leadoff single here in the third. That'll bring in the second baseman, Chase Irby. Irby popped up a bunt attempt in his first at-bat of the day.
Chase Irby.
Or the first at-bat in this game. He'll come up with nobody out and a runner on first here in the top of the third. And first pitch called strike, 0-1. And slider that time does not catch his zone, low. 1-1 now. And compared to last year's lineup, the Stars not as left-hand heavy at the plate. So getting a left-handed pitcher, a good matchup for most of the lineup. And this one's rolled over to the third baseman. The throw to second's in time. The throw to first is in time. And the double play will leave it with 2 outs as Jacob Ambrose comes up to bat.
The DH, number 11, Jacob Ambrose.
Ambrose will come up. He grounded into a double play as well his last time up. And with 2 outs, he'll be asked to extend the inning. This one's lined into right center. It's going to be at the fence. Nobody's going to get to it. And it's over the fence. A home run for Ambrose.
I got a whole lot of money. For me.
And it's almost 400 feet in center field. That one had to be at least 380. And with that, Ambrose gives the Stars a 3-1 lead. And the Stars tack on with 2 outs here. And that'll bring in Gavin Murphy. He grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. And we're going to have time called. And a quick conversation with Coach Lester, and he'll step towards home plate. 2 outs here in the third. 1 run already across after the home run shot from Ambrose. That one, Ambrose is first of the year. And first pitch breaking ball does not find the back door. 1-0. And the fastball that time swung on, foul tip. And catcher hangs on to it for strike 1. Even count once again at 1-1. And looked like maybe change up that time on the inside part. Swung on and fouled out of play, 1-2. And the backdoor breaking ball again does not land, and that'll run things even once again at 2-2. And he's really leaned on that backdoor breaking ball so far in this game. Another one, and this one finds a zone for strike 3, and that will bring it into the top of the third, but not after the Stars extend their lead 3-1. And we'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back for the bottom of the third. Stars lead at 3-1 after the solo shot from Jacob Ambrose. Due up for the Warriors will be the 9-1 and 2.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Warriors, the shortstop, number 8, Brady McGee.
Ushery is back on the mound for the Stars here in the third inning. Surrendered 1 run so far through 2 innings with 2 strikeouts. And the first pitch slider drops in for a strike, 0-1. And Ushery's done a good job of working with the slider. Hasn't necessarily tried to spot it on the outside, but really just kind of let it do its magic and run across the plate. And the 2-seam fastball away, swung on and missed. 0-2 now for Ushery on the mound. And similar to Cooley from the Warriors, a much more 3/4 to sidearm release with a much more difficult to read arm slot, as that one's popped out into center field, and Tolley has it for the first out. And I'll bring the top of the order. Top of the order now coming up for the Warriors.
The outfielder, number 16, Kelby Jordan.
And Ushery is set to deliver. And the first pitch changeup that time is swung on and missed, 0-1. And Ushery hasn't really fallen into any patterns of leading off with a certain pitch to start the AB. And 2-seam fastball inside that time, taken for a strike, 0-2. And that fastball runs in and hits the batter. And he will head down to first base. Bring in number 12, sorry. He reached base on a walk, his last AB. So runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And this one is lined into center field. Tolley ranging back into right center. It's at the gap. And it's going to land in the warning track. Tolley turns and throws. And the runner from third heads home. The throw home is not in time. And the Warriors will have a run on the RBI double. score now 3-2 Stars. And a close play at the plate, but the hand beating the tag to home plate.
Mo Little.
Yep, maybe they need it swapped over.
So runner at second now with 1 out, 1 run already across here in the third. And the pick to first, and he is safe at second base. A close play. And unlike most of the places the Stars have played so far this year, the infield not made of turf. So with the dust in the infield, it's a little bit more difficult to see. And the slider lined into left field. Simonelli has it. The throw home is on line. The throw home is in time. And that will be the second out. And a great relay from Simonelli and Kutencooler. And that'll be the second out. And as the slider that time was turned around into left field. So 2 outs now with a runner at first for Ushery on the mound. And a rather large lead at first base. And the first pitch changeup swung on and missed. 0-1. And a much larger lead than most people have been getting so far today at first base. So it'll be interesting to see if or how many times they pick off to first. And there it is. And he will be back safely. And it looked like he had enough time to get back, so he might get a little bit more this next time out. 0-1 the count. And another pick move. And same result. That one, I think, a little bit more safe. Not as close a play. And he seems to be content to get out to about where he's been getting. And another pick move to first. So 3 picks to first in a row. Still a 0-1 count at the plate with 2 away. And the fastball high and away that time, 1-1.
Yes, sir. And she has a workshop
And another pick to first.
right there in town that she had got there. So
A little bit of a hesitation, but still back safely and not too close to play. Even count, 1-1. And the pitch. Change up low. He takes off for second. The throw in time. And Showalter tags him on the helmet on his way by for the third out. And Murphy throws him out at second base to end the inning. And so we'll head to the top of the fourth. The score 3-2 Stars. And welcome back for the top half of the fourth. Due up for the Stars will be the 6, 7, and 8.
Leading off the
Kyle
top of the
Tolley,
fourth,
Ty
the
Simonelli,
Stars.
and Bo
The
Kutenkooler.
center fielder, number 22, Kyle
KT had a walk in his first appearance of the day. And back on the mound for the Warriors is Cooley. And first pitch fastball down the middle taken for a strike, 0-1. And he squares around on the curveball and pulls back. And they're going to call it outside, 1-1, the count at home plate. Another bunt attempt. This one pulled back as well on the curveball. 1-2, the count to KT at home plate. And the fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And that'll be the first out here on the top of the fourth. And they'll bring in Ty Simonelli.
The left fielder, number 2.
Simonelli also
Ty
walked in his
Simonelli.
last appearance. And first pitch breaking ball finds the front door open, 0-1. Another front door breaking ball. This one stays high and in. 1-1 now the count. And this one is going to be a 9-inning game as well. I believe the same run rules will apply as the fastball half-heartedly swung on for strike 2. 10 after 5, 8 after 7. Same rules that apply in regional tournaments and the College World Series. And another front door breaking ball, high and in. 2-2 as things even back up. And the fastball that time swung on and fouled straight back. Things will stay put at 2-2. Still one away here. Stars 3 hits so far with 3 runs, no errors. And the Warriors 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. And the pitch. And the changeup swung on and missed in the dirt. Simonelli takes off for first. And the throwdown is in time for the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start things off here in the top of the fourth. And they'll bring in the first baseman, Bo Kutenkooler, with 2 away.
The first baseman, number 4, Bo Kutenkooler.
And it looks like we're going to take a quick break as something seems to have went wrong with East Central's comm system. So Kutenkooler steps in, struck out in his first appearance here in this game. And first pitch breaking ball low and away, ball 1. And the inside fastball that time taken for a strike. 1-1 the count now. Another fastball. That one seemed to be right down the middle, and he's late on that one, 1-2. So 2 outs now for Kutenkooler. 1-2 count, pitch on the way. And backdoor breaking ball high and away now. Evens things back up at 2-2. And that one's lined into center field. The center fielder heading back, and he is unable to make the catch as he dives. And Kutenkooler will be standing on second base with a 2-out double to keep things alive here in the top of the fourth for the Stars. And they'll bring in the 9-hole now, Alex Showalter. He had an RBI single, or 2 RBI single, excuse me. Has 4 RBIs already today in the game earlier, combined with the 2 RBIs in this game. 2 outs and a runner on second for Showalter. And the first pitch curveball swung on and missed, and not much of a swing at home plate. 0-1.
That's typically what they do.
So Showalter steps in, ready once again for the pitch and the delivery. And another breaking ball, and they're going to say that he went around once again. 0-2 now to Showalter. And nobody's really holding Kutencooler on at second base. And it looks like it might be the shortstop's job as a second baseman playing over in the hole. And that fastball catches the inside corner for strike 3. And that will bring it into the fourth. The score is still 3-2 Stars, and we'll be right back. And welcome back for the bottom half of the fourth. Ushery back on the mound for the Stars for his fourth inning of work. And due up will be the 4, 5, and 6 for the Warriors. Flew out to right field in his last appearance. And first pitch fastball high that time. 1-0. And fastball low as it bounces towards home plate. 2-0 the count now from Ushery. And another fastball. This one belt high, swung on and missed as it ran away from the barrel that time. 2-1. Another changeup. 2-2 now. As that one likely low and away from the zone, but swung on and missed nonetheless. And an even count for Ushery. And the fastball up around the eyes held off, and that'll run the count full now, 3-2. And the sixth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And the fastball foul tip, and Murphy behind home plate unable to hang on to it. Things will stay put at 3-2. And a changeup grounded to the second baseman. Irby will have it. And the throw to first is in time. And that will be a 4-3 ground out to start the inning.
Coming, number 43, Jake Adcock.
Coming up to bat now is Adcock. He struck out in his first appearance. And Ushery set to deliver. And this one grounded back up the middle, and it's through into center field as Showalter dives for it. And it will be a single with one out here. On the first pitch of the at-bat, nonetheless. And they'll bring in number 13, who also struck out in his last appearance.
The left fielder, number 13, Nick Arender.
And the fastball that time swung on, fouled, and it is probably off his shin at home plate. 0-1 the count. And this is the Warriors and the Stars' second 9-inning game today, although both games ended early due to run rule. And the backdoor slider that time just didn't come back early enough. 1-1 the count, as the slider stayed outside in the left-handed batter's box. And the delivery. And the fastball away, 2-1 now. And fastball low and in. 3-1 now the count from Ushery on the mound. And we'll see if he can lock in and focus on the home plate batter, as it doesn't look like the runner at first base is going to go anywhere. And they're going to pick off to first anyway. So a 3-1 count at home plate. And that fastball finds the inside corner, 3-2. And that runs the count full now. And the payoff pitch is on the way from Ushery. And this one's lined into center field. Tolley running straight back. And it's going to be off the wall. Tolley has it. He turns and throws. And it would look like one run comes around. The throw to third. Boots off the runner. And he will be home safely. And the Warriors will take the lead 4-3. So I'll bring in the 7-hole.
The second baseman, number 25, John Lake Lewis.
He grounded out to the shortstop, his first at-bat of the day. And the pitch from Ushery, backdoor slider that stays high, 1-0. And fastball that time, stays up and away, 2-0 the count now from Ushery. And there's some action in the Stars bullpen. Looks like Will Turner is warming up. And that pitch finds the inside part of the plate, 2-1 now. And this one's grounded to the shortstop. Showalter has it. The throw to first is up the line, and they're going to say that Cooten Cooler tagged him. A good play at first base, and that will be the second out here in the fourth. Now bring in number one. He flew out to left field in his first appearance. And first pitch slider that time started inside and almost hit the back foot, 1-0. And this one's hitting to deep left center, and they're both chasing after it. And it's going to land in the warning track as Tolley overruns it, and it will be a double with 2 outs for the Warriors. And that'll bring in the 9-hole, but we're going to have time called as Coach Dow heads out to the mound. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, so we're ready to resume play once again here in the bottom of the fourth. Score 4-3 Warriors, and now on the mound for the Stars is Will Turner. He'll be coming in relief, as that will bring it into Ryan Ushery's day. Ushery will end the day 3 2/3 pitched with 2 strikeouts and 4 runs allowed. And the pick to second, and the throw is right on target, and it was a close play at second, but he's called safe. Now batting is the 9 hole. He flew out to center in his last at bat. And Turner's first pitch home, a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0. 2 outs already here in the fourth. And that fastball belt high, taken for a strike, 1-1. And the front door breaking ball, the front door was left open, 1-2. And the fastball grounded to the shortstop. Showalter, the throw to first, not in time. And he will reach on the error at short. So with that, there'll be runners at the corners with 2 away. And the first batter out of the pen, Turner's able to induce a ground ball, but he is safe nonetheless. And that will bring in the top of the order for the Warriors. So far, 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch. And the front door breaking ball, it looked good. Probably crossed high, 1-0. And couldn't get him to chase with the breaking ball away. 2-0 the count now from Turner. And the pitch, runner takes off for second. And that one swung on, and he's going to have to head back to first base, as it looked like he may have had second easy. And the batter at home plate not happy with his decision. 2-1 the count with 2 away. And we'll likely see something pretty similar. Front door breaking ball. Front door is open again, 2-2. And that breaking ball up over the runner's, or the batter's head, excuse me. 3-2 the count now from Turner. And the runner moved up 90 feet. So runners at second and third now. And a full count at home plate with 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. And this one grounded to the second baseman. Irby has it. The throw to first is in time for the third out. And that will bring it into the fourth. Your score, Warriors 4, Stars 3. And we'll be back for the top of the fifth. And welcome back for the top half of the fifth.
Leading off the top of the fifth,
Due up for the Stars
third
is
baseman,
the
number
1, 2, and
6,
3 as Gabe Kutencooler steps in.
Kutencooler.
And that first pitch, I would assume low, 1-0, as it looked like it was over the plate. 1-0 the count for Kutencooler. Grounded out to the third baseman in a double play his last time up. And the slider blooped over to the right field, and it's in foul territory and drops for a strike. Backdoor slider that time, taken the other way. Even count at 1-1. Gabe 0 for 1 so far in this game with a walk. And he will swing on the fastball well off the zone. 1-2 now. Another fastball, this one right down the middle. And with some two-seam action, it's fouled straight back, 1-2. And the pitch. This one grounded back up the middle. It's off the pitcher's fingers. The shortstop has it. And the throw to first is in time. And that will be the first out. That'll bring in the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk
The right
today.
fielder, number 14, Dawson Szymanski.
One out already here in the top of the fifth. And first pitch breaking ball drops in for a strike. 0-1. This one lined back up the middle once again, and it was off the mound, and that slowed it down. But it's into center field nonetheless with another single for Szymanski. And now the throw gets away. Szymanski round second, heads for third. And he will be out at third base. And that will be the second out of the inning. And I'll bring in that three-hole Chase Irby. He's 0 for 2 today.
The second baseman, number 13, Chase Irby.
He grounded into a double play his last time up. And the first pitch slider swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1. The slider turned around that time, foul down the left field line. About 5 feet from being a fair ball. 0-2 now at home plate with 2 away in the top of the fifth. And Irby is set at home plate, and the windup and the pitch. And the fastball taken for strike 3, and that will bring an end to the fifth. And we'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Score still 4-3 Warriors.
For the Stars,
Yeah, welcome back for the bottom half of the fifth. The top of the order
Leading off the bottom of the fifth,
due
the
up.
Warriors. To first baseman, number 22, Barrett Rogers.
I'm sorry, the 2-hole now batting. And first pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. And the curveball bounced over the pitcher's head. Showalter coming up to make the play. And the throw to first is in time for the first out of the inning. I'll bring in the 3-hole. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And Turner on the mound set to deliver. First pitch curveball high, 1-0. This fastball turned around to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And they're going to say that it's fair. A solo shot gives the Warriors a 5-3 lead.
The DH, number 2, Mo Little.
It looks like Coach Lesser wants to have a word about whether it went fair or foul, but home plate umpire saying it's fair. There's really no video system that we could check anyway. So now batting the 4-hole. He's 0 for 2 today. He squares around and he bunts foul down the third baseline. 0-1 the count.
The third baseman, number 14, Reed Hall.
And the 0-1 from Turner on the way. Another breaking ball, and must have been low. 1-1. Another pitch. This one swung on. Kutencooler has it at first, and he'll take it himself for the second out. And that'll bring in the 5-hole. 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout.
The catcher, number 43, Jaden Adcock.
And he'll come up with 2 outs already in the bottom of the 5th. 1 run already across. And first pitch breaking ball away, taken for a ball, 1-0. Fastball, foul down the third baseline. Evens things back out at 1-1. Curveball, foul down the third baseline once again. 1-2 now for Turner on the mound. Another pitch grounded, foul down the third base side. Breaking ball that time by Turner. And after getting him out on his front foot, we'll see if they go high fastball, and they do. But this one's high and in. 2-2 now the count. And the curveball down the middle, taken for strike 3. And that will bring it into the 5th. The score now 5-3 Warriors. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th. Welcome back for the top half of the sixth. Due up for the Stars will be the 4, 5, and 6. Jacob Ambrose, Gavin Murphy, and Kyle Tolley. And now stepping in is Jacob Ambrose. He had a solo shot his last time up.
Leading off the top of the sixth.
And we'll have a
for
new
the
pitcher on the
Stars,
mound for the
DH
Warriors, number 11, Ellis,
Jacob
coming in.
Ambrose.
And we'll go from a lefty to a right-handed pitcher as Ambrose steps in. And first pitch fastball fouled straight back, 0-1. And likely Ambrose has it in his mind that he wants to do it again. Curveball turned around into center field. Center fielder running back. And it's going to be at the warning track off the fence. And Ambrose is going to have a double very easily. And be a leadoff double to start the top of the sixth. And I'll bring in the catcher, Gavin
number
Murphy.
12, Gavin Murphy.
Nobody out and a runner on second for him. 0 for 2 today so far. And a big hole on the right-hand side of the infield. If he can stay through it and shoot one through the gap. And first pitch is popped straight up, and it appears to be getting out of play. There it is. Don't know if y'all heard that, but that was loud. 0-1. And the pick to second, Ambrose is picked off by a mile, and they're going to say no tag was applied. And Ambrose is lucky that the throw was so far offline that he was able to get back safely. As they had him dead to rights at second base. 0-1 at home plate for Murphy. And the high and in fastball evens it back out at 1 apiece. Fastball that time's popped up between the catcher and first baseman. The catcher ranging back in foul territory, and he will make the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 22, Kyle Tolley.
And I'll bring in Kyle Tolley. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. And first pitch breaking ball high and away that time, 1-0. Another breaking ball, this time low and away, 2-0 the count for Tolley at home plate. And another pick to second. And again, almost had Ambrose, but this time able to get back. 2-0. The count at home plate with 1 away at the top of the sixth. And a fastball swung on and missed that time. Letter high, 2-1. He squares around And he pulls back on a strike. So that'll run the count even now at 2-2. So the 2-2 to Tolly coming up, and the pitch. And breaking ball low and away that time, 3-2. So the payoff pitch coming up now with one away in the top of the sixth. And a runner in scoring position. And the breaking ball that time is taken for strike 3, and that'll be the second out. And we're going to have time called, as it looks like the head coach for East Central heads out to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back to the top of the sixth. 2 outs, and new pitcher coming in, number 18 for number 18 for the Warriors, checking in, a lefty. So they've gone lefty, righty, lefty, and especially here with a lefty-lefty matchup coming up as Ty Simonelli steps in. And first pitch slider bounces, and Embry stays put at second base. 0-1 the count. And another curveball swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Simonelli. And back-to-back front door breaking balls. Both of them swung on and missed. And another this time low and away. 1-2 now the count. So the 1-2 now with 2 away in the top of the 6th. And Ambry's on second base. And that fastball taken knee high for strike 3. And that'll bring it into the top of the 6th. Your score 5-3 Warriors. And we'll be right back for the bottom half. Yeah, welcome back for the bottom half of the 6th. Will Turner back out on the mound for the Stars. And due up will be the 5-6, or due up will be the 6, 7, and 8 for the Warriors. Fastball grounded to the shortstop. Showalter has it. The throw to first. Not in time. And it will be a single to start. And that'll bring in the 7 hole now. Grounded out to shortstop twice so far in this one. And he squares around, watches the fastball, knee high for a strike. 0-1.
Well, did you make something?
Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 6th.
Cool.
And the Stars have been held scoreless since the 3rd. This one lined at the second baseman to throw to first in time. And they will double him up on the line drive out and the throw over to first for the 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 1, Cyrus
And
Rose.
that'll bring in the 8 hole now. A double in his last at bat, 1 for 2 today. And the pitch from Turner. First pitch, front door breaking ball, taken for a strike, 0-1. Another breaking ball, half-heartedly swung on this time, low and away in the dirt. 0-2 now, and Turner 1 strike away from getting out of a quick inning. And this one hit fair. Turner's going to grab it, throw it over to first. And that will be it, as the batter at home plate thought it was a foul ball. And that would bring it into the inning. Your score still 5-3 Warriors, and we'll be right back for the top of the 7th. Welcome back for the top of the 7th. Due up for the Stars is the 8, 9, and 1. As Bo Kutencooler steps in, Alex Showalter will follow him in the 9 hole, and his younger brother Gabe Kutencooler will be on deck, or in the hole, rather. Bo is 1 for 2 with a double today in this game. And on the mound, number 5, Carlisle. And he will wear that one off the hip to start the inning. And he will be aboard on the hit by pitch.
So what'd you do with your arrangement? Oh, cool.
So now batting, or we'll have a replacement coming in. Tanner Powell will check in to run the bases. And that'll bring in Alex Showalter with a runner on first and nobody out here in the 7th.
Now running at first, number 32, Tanner Powell. Batting the shortstop, number 8, Alex Showalter.
So Showalter steps in.
Right. That's good. See, I told you, you never know.
And first pitch fastball, outside corner, taken for a strike, 0-1.
Different things. That may have been just the icebreaker you needed.
Powell gets his lead at first. And the fastball that time in the left-handed batter's box, 1-1. And the pitch to Showalter. Runner takes off. It's on the ground to the third baseman. And the only play is at first. He rounds second, heads for third. And he is safe. He gets up and heads home as the ball gets away at third base. And he will be home safely. And that will cut the lead to 1 as the Stars, as your score now is 5-4 Warriors.
You might want to take one of those.
And that is why Tanner Powell runs the bases instead of Bo Kutencooler.
The third baseman, number 6, Gabe Kutencooler.
And now Bo's younger brother Gabe will come up.
He wanted to make sure that she was safe. That's
First pitch is grounded to the second baseman. He has it, and the throw to first is in the dirt, and the first baseman makes the pick for the second out.
because if he did that, then he was
And now Dawson Szymanski steps in. He's had 2 line drive singles right back at the pitcher the last 2 times he's been up. He's 2 for 2 with a walk today.
The right fielder, number 14, Dawson Szymanski.
And he will step in. I do believe these two have met earlier this year in the fall. He had a 2-run home run off of him. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1.
the one you told. Of course, you know what he's going to do. Probably.
And that fastball off his hands at the third baseman. The throw to first is in time. And that will bring it into the top of the 7th. But not after the Stars push across a run and cut the lead to 1. Score is 5-4 Warriors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back for the bottom half of the 7th. Score is 5-4 Warriors. And due up for the Warriors will be the 9-1-2. 9-hole is 0 for 2 today, but he has reached base on an error. And Will Turner is back out on the mound for the Stars after he had a quick inning last time out. And it looks like we're ready to go ahead and start things. So the 9-1-2 are due up for the Warriors.
The shortstop, number 8, Brady McGee.
And the pitch from Turner. Squares around a bunt. It's popped up, and Murphy settles under it. And the batter slams his bat on his way to first, and he will be out on one pitch. And they'll bring the top of the order up.
Fielder, number 16, Kelby Jordan.
1 for 2 today with a home run and a hit by pitch. And a pitch from Turner. First pitch curveball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Another curveball, this one back up the middle. Showalter has a look at it, but it rolls into center field, and Tolley will get it in. As that is East Central's 10th hit of the ball game. And they'll have a runner on first now with one out.
The first baseman, number 22, Barrett Rogers.
Now the 2-hole. 1 for 2 today with a double and a walk. And the runner takes off. The fastball foul tipped. And it catches Murphy on his way up to try and catch it. 0-1 the count as the runner heads back to first. And after seeing the steal attempt, it wouldn't be surprising to see a couple different pickoff moves at first.
Like I said, you have fun with that. You don't have to
Also coming in as a replacement for Tanner Powell is Justin Szymanski. He'll be playing first base.
So they may tease you, they may ask you questions.
Justin also came in and had an AB in the first game of the day. And the pitch from Turner coming up and picked to first. No tag as the throw was on the wrong side of the bag. 0-1 the count with one out here in the bottom of the 7th. And that fastball bounces, gets away from Murphy. They're going to round second, and he's going to have a decent look at third. And he's going to stay put. And he will be content to take the 90 feet as the count levels back up at 1-1.
You needed to find something.
And the backdoor breaking ball does not come back in far enough. 2-1 the count now from Turner. And the pick to second. And he will be back safely on the dive. Still 2-1 at home plate with one away.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And you never know where this might go. I'm proud of you, baby.
Fastball off the cap into shallow left. It's going to get down. Simonelli's throw home is not going to be in time. And the batter will advance to second base. And looks like Coach Lester's livid about that call. And he's going to come out here and argue with the umpire about it. If it stands, it'll be 6-4 Warriors.
So, are you still with Philly or start at home? Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay.
And the call will stand, 6-4 Warriors.
The DH, number 2, Bo Little.
And another pick to second, and he will be back safely. And this curveball is hit into center field. Tolley ranging to his left. He settles under it, and there will be no play at third as he would have been hosed had he went. That'll be the second out. And I'll bring in the cleanup hitter, 0 for 3 today.
The third baseman, number 14, Reed Hall.
And Turner back on the mound, set to deliver once again to home plate. Curveball taken for a strike, 0-1. And that fastball in the dirt gets away from Murphy, and the runner will advance 90 feet to third base. And that'll even out the count at home plate at 1-1. And that curveball stays up. 2-1 the count now, as it was over the plate, but still just too high. And Turner set once again to deliver to home plate. Another curveball in the dirt, and Murphy keeps this one in front of him. 3-1 now. And it looks like there's action in the Stars bullpen. Jack Moody warming up. And another curveball, and that'll be ball 4. And they're going to round first and head for second. And they're just going to go ahead and let him have it. And that'll bring in the 5-hole. He's 1 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. And we're going to have time called as Coach Dow heads out to the mound, likely to bring in Jack Moody. So we'll be right back. And we're going to go ahead and keep Will Turner in the game.
43, Jake Adcock.
Like I said, the batter 1 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. And a curveball on the outside corner taken for a strike, 0-1. So 2 outs, runners at second and third here in the bottom of the 7th. And that fastball knee high, taken for a strike as well, 0-2. Now Turner 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. And this one hit foul down the third baseline. Things will stay put at 0-2. This curveball is giving a ride to left field, and it's going to be out of here. A 3-run shot, and that gives the Warriors a 9-4 lead.
Number 43,
Weird.
Grayson Adcock. Jaden Adcock.
And that first pitch is going to be taken for a ball, 1-0. And this fastball is taken to center field. Tolley chasing after it. And that will be the 3rd out. So your score at the end of 7, 9-4 Warriors, and we'll be back for the top of the 8th. And welcome back for the top of the 8th. Score 9-4 Warriors. And due up for the Stars is the 3, 4, and 5 Chase Irby, Jake Ambrose, and Gavin Murphy. Irby steps in. And first pitch is grounded over the pitcher. The second baseman has it on the run. And the throw to first is picked, and it is out on one pitch. I'll bring in Jacob Ambrose. He had a double in his last at-bat and a solo shot earlier in this game.
The DH, number 11, Jacob Ambrose.
One out here in the top of the 8th. And the first pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. And that one runs in and hits Ambrose. He'll be aboard with a hit by pitch. So with one out, the Stars have a base runner. And that'll bring in the catcher, Gavin Murphy.
The catcher, number 12, Gavin Murphy.
So Murphy steps in, and Ambrose not really going to go anywhere at first. And first pitch fastball swung on and foul tipped at home plate, 0-1. And the next fastball taken down the middle, 0-2. In the on-deck circle, batting for Cal Tolley will be Cade Rohde. And he will swing at the slider. And they're going to say that he went. And that will be the second out. So 2 outs now with a runner on first. And now batting number 27, Cade Rohde, freshman from Baton Rouge. His high school teammate Tanner Powell has already checked into the game twice today.
Now batting number 27, Cade Rohde.
And he'll look to get things going with 2 outs. Any day. Home plate umpire sure likes to take his time. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And Ambrose waiting on first base. And first pitch fastball catches the outside corner for a strike. I can't tell for certain that it was over the plate, but it didn't look like it. And this fastball is foul tipped. 0-2 now from Rohde. And the fastball down the middle taken for strike 3. And that will bring it into the top of the 8th. The score is still 9-4 Warriors, and we'll be back for the bottom half. And welcome back for the bottom half of the 8th. Now pitching for the Stars will be Jack Moody. He'll come in now to keep things where they are and move things around to the 9th inning. Due up for the Warriors is the 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8 are due up for the Warriors. And first pitch fastball high, ball 1. And this one rolled over to the third baseman. Kutencooler has it. The throw to his brother, or to Szymanski rather, is in time for the first out. So 1 out now here in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 1, Cyrus Roll.
And now bring in the 7 hole. He's 0 for 3 with a line out to the second baseman and 2 ground outs to the shortstop. And Moody's pitch, he squares around and pulls back. And they're going to say that was a ball. 1-0. No indication of where it missed. And this fastball is into right field. Szymanski running back for it, and he will miss it. And it's going to fall in the warning track. And the throw in will end up with a 1-out triple. But likely to be scored an error out in right field.
The shortstop, number 8, Brady McGee.
And I'll bring in the 8 hole. He's 1 for 3 today with a double. And the infield playing in now as the first pitch curveball drops in for a strike. 0-1. And the fastball that time bounces, and the runner will stay put at third base. 1-1 the count with 1 away. Another curveball. This one lined back up the middle. It's going to score a run. And it'll be an RBI single to make it 10-4 Warriors.
The right fielder, number 16, Kelby Jordan.
And I bring in the leadoff batter. Runner takes off for second, the high fastball, and the tag is, I believe the tag maybe not have been in time, but the runner had slid over second and off the bag, and he will be out for the second out of the inning. And a 1-0 count at home plate. And that fastball knee-high low for a ball. 2-0. Another fastball. This one a little bit further outside, but called a ball. 2-2, or 2-1. And the curveball that time presented a little bit. And there will be no check down to first base. 3-1 the count. And that fastball is fouled straight back. 3-2 now from Moody. And the payoff pitch coming up. And Moody set to deliver the pitch. And that fastball is low for ball 4.
The first baseman, number 22, Barrett Rogers.
So with 2 outs, the 2 hole will come in. He had a double his last time up. Curveball given a ride to center field. Simonelli chasing after it, and he will make the play on the run for the 3rd out. So we will head to the top of the 9th. The score 10-4 Warriors, and we'll be right back. And welcome back for the top half of the ninth. Due up for the Stars is the 7, 8, and 9 as Ty Simonelli steps in.
Leading off.
And behind that will be Justin Szymanski and Alex Showalter.
Number 2, Ty Simonelli.
So Simonelli will step in. 0 for 2 with a walk today. And the Stars will have to push across 6 runs to just push the game to the bottom of the ninth. And the first pitch fastball away, swung on and missed, strike 1. Fastball that time, up and away. Even count once again at 1-1. And Carlisle still out on the mound for the Warriors. And changeup that time down the middle, 1-2. And the fastball that time swung on and missed for strike 3. And that'll bring in Justin Szymanski with 1 out. Szymanski came in as a replacement for Tanner Powell, who came in for a replacement for Bo Kutencooler.
Now batting number 21, Justin Szymanski.
And the first pitch fastball, thigh high, down the middle, taken for a strike, 0-1. And same pitch, same result, 0-2. Hey, you can say it louder. Slider away that time, 1-2. And the slider that time, foul tip. And slider that time, low and in. 2-2 now, the count, as things even up once again. And the 2-2 Szymanski coming up. And the pitch. And the fastball in the outside corner for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. And the Stars down to their last out here in this one. Now batting the shortstop, Alex Showalter. 2 outs. Showalter 1 for 3 with a single and 2 RBIs in this one. And that slider is hit over to the first baseman, and that's the ball game. Final score: Warriors 10, Stars 4. We'll be back again tomorrow at 11 o'clock for a game against St. Charles. Thank you for joining us.